Hey friends, so today I'm going to go ahead and read chapter 23 to you from Because of Winn Dixie so that we don't fall behind. All right. Save the sandwiches, Gloria Dump yelled to me. Save the punch. I got my dog pictures, screamed Sweetie Pie. She went running around, tearing them off the trees and the chairs. Don't worry, she kept shouting. I got 'em. I grabbed the platter of egg salad sandwiches, and the preacher grabbed the punch, and we ran into the kitchen with them. And when I ran back outside, I saw that Amanda had hold of Miss Franny Block and was helping her into the house. Miss Franny was so teetery in her high heels that the rain would have knocked her right over if Amanda hadn't held on to her. I grabbed Gloria Dump's arm. I'm all right, she said. But she put her hand on my arm and held on to me tight. I looked around the garden before we left. All the crepe paper was melted and the candles were out. And then I saw Otis. He was standing there by his jar of pickles, looking down at his feet. Otis, I hollered at him over the rain. Come on, we're going inside. When we got in the kitchen, Amanda and Miss Franny were laughing and shaking themselves like dogs. What a downpour, said Miss Franny. Wasn't that something? Came right out of nowhere, said the preacher. Whoo-wee, said Gloria Dump. Dog, squawked Gertrude. If you remember, Gertrude is a parrot. I looked at her. She was sitting on the kitchen table. The thunder was really booming and cracking. Oh no, I said. I looked around the kitchen. Don't worry, said Sweetie Pie. I saved them dog pictures. I got 'em right here. She waved around her wad of magazine pages. Where's Winn Dixie? I shouted. I forgot about him. I was just thinking about the party and I forgot about Winn Dixie. I forgot about protecting him from the thunder. Now, if you remember, Winn Dixie gets really, really scared. They said that he has something. The preacher had said earlier in the book. Okay, see if you can remember for a minute. Did you remember? He said he has a pathological fear, okay, of these thunderstorms. That means no matter what they try to do, he's just terrified of thunderstorms and it's not going to get any better. Now, Opal, said the preacher. He's probably right out in the yard, hiding underneath the chair. Come on, you and I will go look. Hold on, said Gloria Dump. Let me get you a flashlight and some umbrellas. But I didn't want to wait. I went running out into the yard. I looked under all the chairs and around all the bushes and trees. I called his name real loud. I felt like crying. It was all my fault. I was supposed to hold on to him, and I forgot. Opal, I heard the preacher call. I looked up. He was standing on the porch with Gloria, and Dunlap and Stevie Dewberry were there too. Your guests are here, the preacher said. I don't care, I hollered. Come on up here, Gloria Dump said, her voice all hard and serious. She shone her flashlight out at me. I walked up onto the porch, and she handed me the flashlight. Tell these boys hey, she said. Tell them you are glad they came and that you will be right back just as soon as you find your dog. So Gloria is kind of coaching her into having a little bit of manners, right? You know, I know that she's really worried about Winn Dixie, and I would be very worried too, but it's also not polite to ignore the guests. Hey, I said, thank you for coming. I just got to find Winn Dixie, and then I'll be right back. Stevie stared at me with his mouth wide open. You want me to help? Dunlap asked. I shook my head. I tried not to cry. Come here, child, Gloria Dump said. She reached for me and pulled me close to her and whispered in my ear. There ain't no way you can hold on to something that wants to go. You understand? You can only love what you got while you got it. She squeezed me hard. Good luck now, she called, as me and the preacher stepped off the porch and out into the rain. That rain's really setting the mood. I know that that's the whole reason why Winn Dixie ran away was the storm and the rain. But typically in movies, when we have a rainy, stormy scene, it means that things are really scary, things are really sad, things are we're really reaching the conflict and things are bad for a moment, okay? And that kind of seems what's happening here in Winn Dixie as well. It seems like we've got this mood of like, it's stormy, it's rainy, she's wet, she's scared, it's dark, she can't see Winn Dixie, she doesn't know where she's going, she needs a flashlight to see anything. But we know that Winn Dixie is terrified out there somewhere, and so she's going to go find him, and the preacher's going with her. Good luck, Miss Franny called from the kitchen. That dog ain't lost, I heard Sweetie Pie holler to somebody inside. That dog's too smart to get lost. I turned around and looked back, and the last thing I saw was the porch light shining on Dunlap Dewberry's bald head. It made me sad, him standing on Gloria's porch, his bald head glowing. Dunlap saw me looking, and he raised his hand up and waved to me. I didn't wave back. Okay, so pretty thrilling chapter. We're definitely at a cliffhanger here. Okay, you'll have to wait till tomorrow at school to find out what happened. Hopefully you're listening to this on your e-learning day, because if not, you're going to be a chapter behind on Thursday. Okay, all right, make sure that you're doing the rest of your work that's assigned for today. If you're watching this, that means we have already gotten to meet for e-learning and for our Zoom time, okay? Which means you're on working on your work. You can always message me on Canvas with questions, or if you have any thoughts or predictions about that chapter, I would love to read them. So feel free, and I will give you a message right back. All right, guys.